My name is Reg Arashenko. I work for the City of Lethbridge Facility Services Department, and I'm the project manager for the ENMAX Capital Expansion Project. Over the last 12 months, we've made significant progress on this project, and as we were preparing for the 2010 hockey season, we recognized that the visitors to the facility would not be able to see much of the work that we've done. We're hoping that this video will provide you a behind-the-scenes look at this 36-month, $34 million capital expansion project. To begin with, I have been asked many times, why have you constructed the project this way? That is, why the two corner sections and then build the north center infill part last? We evaluated 3 construction delivery options and established the pros and cons of each. We also considered the occupancy needs for the Lethbridge Hurricanes and the community. We had to keep in mind that this would be an occupied expansion project, and one of the primary needs of keeping this facility available and ready for events is the safe exiting of the general public. We work closely with representatives from our building inspection and fire prevention departments to establish attendance limits at the various phases of the project, and the keys are how many exits remain available and ensuring that the measured distance to an exit does not exceed 45 meters from a given seat. Once that was determined, we then prepared a comprehensive implementation plan that documented the various stages of the project, the exits that would remain in safe use, along with what tasks and items of construction that would be completed at any given time. Although the new entrances and exits are not completely done yet, all life safety systems such as fire suppression, exit and emergency lighting, and fire alarms are in place, and we have been granted temporary occupancy by the building officials. With the new entrances to the building approved for use, the project is now proceeding into Phase 2, which will see the decommissioning of the remaining center north portion of the structure and the development of the new suites and lounge. All this will happen while the ENMAX Center remains open for business.
Did you consider tearing down the existing building and starting over?
The project steering committee evaluated this question very early on in the project, and the answer was easy. We didn't need to tear it down. The superstructure, or what I like to call the bones of the facility, were in terrific condition and could be upgraded or modified to meet the needs of a multi-purpose 6,000-seat venue. The ENMAX Center was constructed in 1974 and was led by local general contractors Kingo Sakamoto and Roger Gillette. This facility is 37 years old and has met the needs of our community well. But the marketplace has changed significantly over time, and the demands on the building are now completely different. It's not just a hockey rink anymore. The shows Lethbridge hosts are bigger, they have bigger staging, more lighting, and require increased structural and audio and video requirements. And consumer expectations while attending events has changed, creating the need for more box suites and a lounge, including better food and beverage choices. So yes, a new hockey arena could be built for the value that we're reinvesting in the ENMAX Center, but not a multi-purpose entertainment center capable of hosting everything from the Memorial Cup, the Tournament of Hearts, the 5,500-seat rock concert to a small graduation ceremony, including the support requirements such as washrooms, concessions, rigging and loading capacities, video production, and replay capabilities. If we were to start over, a new facility of this caliber could cost as much as $120 million. The bottom line is, it made more sense to reinvest in this existing infrastructure than to tear it down and start over.
How did you decide what areas were best to invest in?
The project steering committee visited 5 different venues considered to be the best in their marketplace. What we like to do is to observe what really works well for them, the things that they would change if they had the opportunity, and how they may best fit this capital construction project.
What's all the space in the front entrance for?
The new north center portion of the building will be the home of the ENMAX administration and the Lethbridge Hurricanes offices. You'll see the new ticket centers going in shortly, but directly above that is the new lounge that can seat up to 225 people and will have a direct line of sight back to the arena.
The City of Lethbridge recently received the Municipal Leadership Award from the Recycling Council of Alberta. Are we being environmentally responsible on this project?
The City of Lethbridge's Facility Services Department is really proud to receive this award, as we've been waste streaming and recycling instead of demolishing and dumping for over 10 years. On this project, our contractor, Ward Brothers Construction, have established a practical approach to removing the portions of the structure that are no longer required and managing the materials in such a way that they can be reused or recycled. Of the 510 tons of waste we've generated in this project, we've managed to recycle 460 tons. So we're at approximately 90% of materials recycled on this job, and that's something we're very proud of.
Are there any renovations being done to the hurricanes area?
Yes, and many of those are mandated by the WHL and not optional. The Lethbridge Hurricanes are a major partner in the operation of this facility, and their accommodations were in need of upgrading. The most significant change for the Hurricanes will be the new dressing room. It will be a first-class facility comparable to those found in the NHL. The spatial needs of the Hurricanes, combined with the regulatory requirements of the WHL, which focuses on the safety, development, and operational requirements of these young athletes, provided the foundation for a significant improvement. It will be a place they'll be happy to call home. I believe that this expansion project will attract many new players hoping to play in this upgraded facility.
What kind of changes are being made to food services?
Here at the ENMAX Center, we're extremely proud of our changes that we made to the concessions. We really wanted to focus on quality, service, and flexibility or choice. We put in a lot of different burners, deep fryers, ovens, refrigerators, you name it, we have it. And now what we can do is we can actually cook the food right on site. We are extremely excited about our concession services. Right now we have 2 totally renovated state-of-the-art concessions. By the time our expansion is completed, we will have a total of 6 for full service for all our patrons. What we're also enhancing our building with is an additional kitchen upstairs. This upstairs kitchen will link right on to our brand new lounge.
What will the new lounge look like, and how many suites will there be?
The construction of the new lounge and suites is in this next phase of development. Located at the far north end of the building, visitors will have a direct line of sight to the performances below, whether it's a musical act or a hockey game. We'll be able to accommodate 225 people there. This area will have its own food service, enhanced menu, and dedicated beverage service. The existing 8 suites will be completely renovated and modernized, and we will be adding 16 new suites with a projected capacity of 426 people. In addition to those changes, we're putting new infrastructure in place where the existing standing room seats are so that we can sell ticketed seats from those locations. To facilitate construction, we've had to remove some of the seats up in the higher sections, but they'll be going back in. At the end of the project, our occupant load will be slightly higher than it was before.
Are you doing any work to the back of the building?
Absolutely. The south end of the building is a key area in the scheme of things. Every time there's an event, we utilize all of this space, and that's why we aren't designating any of it to seating. Instead, we're optimizing our ability to function. What we're going to do is re-angle the loading dock, change the doorway, which will allow us to back 3 trucks and unload 3 trucks instead of 1 at any given time. This is a key advantage to promoters. In relation to that, we'll be adding a significant amount of parking to the east side of the building, which will include visitor parking and designated secure parking for show trucks and talent coaches. We've also had to add power. Under this new renovation, we are now able to supply an incredible amount of show power because the shows demand that. There is definitely a catering component that comes into the back area here. It's part of the expectation. When they're booking the facility, they expect you to be able to handle this type of thing, and the ENMAX will be able to handle this thing quite easily. The other thing we did that was really important to our renovation was to reinforce the integrity of the steel. This was especially important to our show business because they use the steel for hang points. Different hang points take on different loads. The more hang points you have, the more ability you have to load in almost any show. So the steel structure is extremely important. So it's a significant change to this facility and to what it allows ENMAX and the City of Lethbridge to do for its community.
Is the new video scoreboard just for hockey games?
One of the most visual changes coming to the ENMAX Center is the new video scoreboard. This will be a great new feature that will be for everyone. We hope to have it unveiled and operational by the end of September of 2011. A lot of people think it's just for hockey. Video scoreboard does much, much more than that. Our new system will be completely wired into our new media deck, which will allow us to customize its use. Whether it's running pre-produced video, in-house produced material, or live action from the floor. This will be really the cherry on top. We not only will have a completely renovated facility, but we'll have state-of-the-art equipment, something you'd find in almost any major city's arena in this country.
Exactly how are we paying for this renovation?
The total construction comes to $33.7 million. This is not an insignificant amount, but it's a great investment into a facility for a community. The $33.7 million breaks down into $21.5 million being provided by grants from both the federal and provincial government. And the city is providing $4.3 million. From the renovations and from the expansion, we are going to contribute $650,000 a year for the next 15 years. That means we're going to contribute $7.9 million to the construction of this facility. These monies will come directly from new revenue generated by the ENMAX Center as a result of the renovations. And we're extremely happy to have the Hurricanes contribute as well, which will help reduce the city's contribution to this project. So when you look at it, in actual fact, the city will only contribute 11% of the entire cost of the construction.
I've never been to the ENMAX Center, so what's in it for me?
When events come to the ENMAX Center, whether they're regional, national, or international, they bring with them their people and their audience. Every time we host an event, it adds one more thing that we've done that the City of Lethbridge can be recognized for. It puts us on the map. Our venue becomes the venue of choice. Whether it is a convention, a trade show, a concert event, or an internationally televised sporting event. They attract people from across Canada and the States, and all those people bring their money here to Lethbridge. They spend it on restaurants, stores. They spend it at gas stations, hotels, taxi cabs. And that is new money brought into Lethbridge. It is attracting national, international events and having those people recognize Lethbridge as a great center to have their event held. And that's really what brings something to Lethbridge for everyone. It's both the tangible and intangible benefits through economic development.
I'm proud to say that the ENMAX expansion project remains on time and on budget. It's expected that this reinvestment will extend the life cycle of this facility for some 25 years. No matter what type of event we're hosting, we're expecting that the Lethbridge ENMAX Center will be able to rival any of its competitors in Western Canada.